Aiko Inari, and today we're gonna talk a little bit about motivation. Yeah, it takes a lot of motivation for me to get started on anything, and I thought today would be the perfect day to bring that up. I find myself not being motivated to do anything half of the time, and I find myself staring at the computer screen a good I'm embarrassed to say, hours and hours trying to find motivation to get started. I find myself holding a pen or twiddling paper between my fingers, folding it, doing origami when I'm not supposed to. And it's kind of interesting because I have so many icons on my computer to get motivated to start something that it never gets started. So I have a lot of unfinished projects, and I'm sure a lot of you go through the same thing. So I wanted to try and be a motivation person. And the only way I can do that is get to the point where I am motivated myself so I can help you. And the only way to do that is to find a way to do it myself. So I would like to show you my path on how I'm trying to do that. And so far, I've been going on websites to learn how to do it, and I know I'm going down a rabbit hole of learning. So I went on Google, and the first thing I found is everything is AI generated. So the first thing that popped up is an AI generated message from Google. And I think it's kind of really funny because it's like I don't even know. Let's see. Let's just get a little bigger here because it's kind of interesting. You gotta type in how to get motivated, and the first thing it states AI overview, right? Set small goals, break large tasks into smaller, more manageable goals to prevent feeling overwhelmed. So, I think it'll be better if I actually bring it up so you guys can see as well my little journey of finding motivation. So, let's go to PC capture. Oh yeah, this is an example of trying to find motivation, right? So, let me shoot back. So, right there, that's my desktop, right? I drew that and I was like, hey, I'm gonna draw a bunch more, and they're gonna be in full color and they're gonna be awesome. And I never got around to it because I became unmotivated. And then I did get to a point where I was like, I'm learning this new style, and I never finished it. But I do like that drawing. But I never did finish learning that style. So I want to get to the point where I can learn stuff like that and be finished, and move on to the next thing. So over here it states the AI overview, which is so funny because it ever since the automation for AI, like it's not really AI, it's like an automation tool where it pulls up everything and takes a blob of everybody's web pages and merge them all together. I think that'll be another topic. But it takes a blob of all the web pages together and smashing it to one, and it says it's theirs. So I'm not too happy about that. So we're gonna go through their little AI, and then we're gonna check some web pages. It's probably Reddit, to tell you the truth. But it says set small goals, break large tasks into smaller, more manageable goals to prevent feeling overwhelmed. So I feel like if you were to do that, like that's a basic thing they tell you to do. If you like almost every self-help book tell you to do that. And what are your goals? Number one, if you're not motivated in the first place to do anything, how do you know what to break down into small goals? So a lot of people don't know, they have like 1,000 things they want to do, and they don't know what they want to break down into smaller goals first. So I feel like you gotta pick one goal, and then you can try to break it down. And how do you break it down into smaller tasks? It don't tell you, right? So I feel like that's a problem on its own. And so you can get overwhelmed not knowing how to do that. Like even me, I have questions on how do you break down such a large task without becoming overwhelmed and becoming unmotivated to do such a task. Like I want to start a business. What business? You know? I want to be independent on starting a business and make a lot of money. Where do you start? You know? And so that is something all on its own. Like, so where do you start brainstorming? You know, so that is where I feel it becomes very vague, and it doesn't really go into detail on how to narrow it down or anything, you know, unless you already know what you want to do and where to look. So I would say if you don't know where to look and you want to start a business or find something you want to do, look at the Better Business Bureau. Isn't there like some sort of website where you can look at all the businesses that's out there and find out? I wonder what that is. So let's Google that. List of all the businesses. No, all of the what do you call it? Careers. What? There is in the world. There you go. I can't type today. No, don't give me that. Bureau of Labor Statistics. Occupational Handbook. So that's for US. I typed in the world. It gave me the US, right? But I guess that's good, because now you can go in alphabetical order and kind of figure out what it is you want to do. Because it's usually job related, right? What you want to do. So you could kind of go through here and see what it is you want to do. So I would suggest start here if it's anything job related. Let's move on. And I mean, I'm sure you can type in that and go down a list and find if it's anything in your country. But mostly jobs are jobs, right? So it says next, reward yourself. Celebrate your accomplishments with a meaningful reward. So if you're sitting there, I'm guessing, eating, let's see, Starburst or, yeah, I eat Starburst. If you're eating potato chips while you're watching or reading or trying to motivate yourself, then when you finish and you go to eat potato chips, you didn't reward yourself, right? So I guess it means you're only doing one thing without satisfaction, and then you satisfy yourself at the end. So don't do anything outside of what you're doing until you actually ready to reward yourself. So maybe you hold back on something larger, but I mean, I think it's small rewards, you know, each time, like a TV or a favorite anime or movie you want to watch. So you can do that, I think. So maybe I'll try that as well and see how that works. Take breaks. Now this is a problem with me. If I take a break, I don't want to go back to what I'm doing. my break could continue. It'll go days. So I I don't want to go back to what I'm doing. In fact, if I go back, I my mind is somewhere else. So it says take breaks, step away from your task to recharge and return with a fresh perspective. Now you really gotta love what you're doing if you come back and do what you're doing before. So I think you better love what you're doing in the first place, or you're probably not going to wanna continue doing that. You got to want to. So you're forcing yourself to do something you don't want to do. When you go away and then come back from your break, you're really not going to want to continue. So make sure it's something that you want to do. Let's see. Develop a mantra. Why am I thinking before I read this like some person sitting on a mountain that's old, like with this long scroll? I don't know why I go to that, but let's see. Choose a phrase that inspire you and repeat it to yourself when you need a boost. Okay. So a phrase. I don't know if that would work. I guess you can do it, or something. I need money, or whatever it is, I want to be famous, whatever your motivation is. I want my family not to worry or something. I don't know, maybe it need to be catchy. Whatever your motivation is, make that into the mantra. I think I'm gonna practice on that one, because if I guess it's important, maybe that'll work. I never heard of that one. Avoid procrastination. Value your time and energy and don't make excuses. Now, that I feel you need a schedule for. A lot of people I know, especially VTubers, especially streamers, they don't want to make a schedule. Content creators, I'm talking to you in particular, don't want to make a schedule. And so make a schedule in whatever you're doing and stick to it. Stick to your schedule. That's what I want to do as well. I want to stick to a schedule and put out content as much as I can. So let's move on. Practice gratitude. Be thankful for yourself and your accomplishments. So I will practice gratitude. Okay. So I think you might need a notebook for this, and I felt like typing takes the soul away from this. So I would recommend getting like a little diary, or for macho men, if you feel like a diary is too wimpy for you, get a man book, or whatever you call it. What do you call that? I don't know. A journal. No, that's what girls have too. Whatever men write in. A notebook. We'll get that and write down each day, or when all of your accomplishments you did that day. As I find that really helpful. Like if I did a lot, I write down everything I did, and then I realize, oh, I did a lot, and I'm motivated to try again. And I realize when I don't do that, I'm like, oh, I didn't do anything that day. I'm so lazy. And then when I do it, I feel like, oh, I could do more tomorrow. But when I realize I don't do that, I start losing like confidence and stuff. So you should probably do that when you remember to do that. No excuses. I have so many excuses. It's okay if you forget. Just try to do it. And do it by hand if you can. If not, and you're just stuck on a computer, type it up. I feel like a computer, if you don't type it out, if you type it out on a computer, it could get lost in your list. Or you'll get caught up saying, which program do I need to type this out neatly? Do I need to use Evernote? Do I need to use this? So if it's easier for you to just keep a notepad next to your computer, do that. Even though it's outdated, it's a sense of just having something nice to have next to your computer, I guess. I don't know. I still like paper. Practice gratitude. No, we just did that. Make it a habit. Schedule time to work towards your goal. I think that has something to do with avoid procrastination. So yeah, schedule a time to work towards your goal. And if you miss that time, just go ahead and do it when you remember it. Like, hey, I forgot the time. I was supposed to do that. Like, if you were in the military, you remember you had to probably do time for everything. Everything was set on a schedule. Well, if you wasn't in the military, well, try to put everything on a schedule. You'll feel more put together, I swear. So, just your life being on a schedule, it doesn't have to be so strict, but trying to keep up with the schedule is fun. Like, I think if you give yourself, try to adhere to a schedule, it could be so much fun. Even if you miss that schedule or miss the deadlines and stuff, just trying to keep up with it give you like an idea of where you're supposed to be in that day. And then you'll look at your calendar, always say, oh no, it's full, but you'll be like, hey, I know that at this time I'm supposed to be here, and at this time I'm supposed to be there, because that's a structured day. Even on your day off, that's still a structured day. Even if you're like, I'm gonna sleep from this time to this time, if you wake up early, then you have more time on your schedule. If you don't, then you know that, oh, okay, I slept into this part. That's fine. Don't make it worry you though. Track your progress. See how far you come. That's where your journal come in at, right? So write in a journal, and then you can track it. At the end of the week, read it and be like, oh, I did so much. You'll always see how much you did. And if you didn't do much the next week or the week prior, look at it all and be like, oh, I did so much, because you'll notice you did do a lot. They all piled together. You forget you're a human, right? So being a human being, you're gonna forget so much that you did, that you're not going to remember everything that's right here. You're going to forget a good chunk of this that's right here, and actually think you didn't do much. So when you read everything that you wrote down, you will know that you did more than you thought, and feel accomplishment and feel proud. And if you miss a day, if you could remember what you did that day prior, write it all down. Change your environment. Try working in a different space. Now, I have not tried that yet. I haven't tried that. But in school, when I was in school, I did it a lot. I would go to the library and work, and it would help. But it's different when you're at home. So if you don't have a space that you can like hide in, and you only have one space, that could be very difficult, I think. So I haven't figured that one out. If you can change your space, do it. But if not, and your desk or something is junky, clean up, clean it up. And if you clean it up, that could help make it look like you changed the environment, or maybe put something new on your desk or something. So switch up your desk ornaments or something, or rearrange it. I don't know. And maybe to feel a little different. But I do know that if you always stay in one spot, it can become stagnant, and the same place that you work and play, you will feel like playing. So you don't want to work and play in the same area, and that's my problem. I feel one of my problems. So I shouldn't be working and playing in the same spot. So I think I should find a way not to work in the same area I'm playing. um, Remember what your why. Consider the reason you want to achieve your goal. So remember, if you're working, let's say, if you're working in customer service, I think you know why you want to get out. If you're working in sales and you don't like it, you know why you want to get out. And if you just want to run your own business or do art and be creative, then you know why you want to get out. It's always a reason why you want to get out, or financial reasons, or you want to build a family, or you want to spend time with your children or something. So it's always a reason. So think about that. And if you know exactly what you want, put it somewhere where you can see it as motivation. So I haven't done that yet, and I'm talking bull crap. So I will do that now because I saw that. So I'll give it a try too, because I haven't been motivated. So I will be motivated for following this list, and I think I should make a part 2 to this, because this is just an AI overview. We should try like a couple of these. Let's see, the last one. Do something. Even if you don't feel motivated, start by doing anything to get the ball rolling. So, start by doing anything to get the ball rolling. I don't agree with this. This is the first one I don't agree with. Because you could keep starting with that one thing and never get the ball rolling. So you'll sit there, let's say, I'm gonna watch a YouTube video on how to get this started. You already know how to get this started, right? But I need more advice on how to get this started. And you keep watching videos on how to get this started. And you're like, I'm gonna watch another video. And you never get it started, right? So beware on what you do to get this started. So I think it should be a hard limit on when you get this started, because if you keep watching and keep doing things to get this started, it's not gonna get started. It's gonna be like me, and you're just gonna keep on doing things to get this started, and you're gonna be in a loop, and then it'll never get started. So just like me with VTubing streaming, I take months off sometimes, and it's because I have a hard time getting started. Like, I enjoy streaming so much, and you just don't know. And I have anxiety. Like, I have some big anxiety when I stream too. But I love it so much. And it's getting started. It's pressing play to stream. It's like, start streaming. And I'm like, People are gonna see me. Ah. And I'm like, I want to see my people. I wanna play with you guys. But I'm scared. It's been a couple of days. And so sometimes I don't press stream and I shut back down and I'll say I'll do it tomorrow or later on, and it never starts. So it gets harder and harder each day, and then I never get started until everybody come and go, when are you gonna stream with us? When are you gonna stream? And I'm like, how long has it been? And I'm scared. I'm scared. But I always love it when I go live. I do. I swear I do. And so it's like I'm so shy to do these things. Like right now, I wanted for a very long time to do interviews and do things like this, and I don't know how I was gonna go about it. So I'm happy I got a chance to go over something about motivation, and I wasn't sure how I was gonna go about it, but yeah, I did it. I did it. So let's see. We'll go back here. We'll go here, and was it here? No, no, no. I was here. Yeah, there we go. Because we're not streaming. So thank you for coming, and I am so happy that you guys came to see me and hear my little spiel on motivation, and I hope to see you again later. Bye. Cute, cute.